it's Tino, and today I'm gonna show you how to do this design right here. A lot of people love it, and a lot of people want to replicate this. This is a layer design, meaning you don't need a lot of skill to do it. You just need to know the step and the layer. It has some 3Ds, and it has some drawing. It's going to be fun. Let's go ahead and show you how to do this. Alright guys, don't freak out. This seems crazy, but the steps are very simple. It's just stained glass gel painted on top of cat eye and chrome. And I know that the chrome on top of 3D look a little scary. Don't worry, I will guide you through it. First, let's start with sunlight magnetic cat eyes. We are going to paint all over her nails. Okay. Trying to make it as even as possible. If not, that's okay. These cat eye are very strong. Now, I'm going to use my magnet. And if you need help on how to adjust your magnet, go ahead and watch lesson episode 59 on how to use cat eye. But basically, you just start out on one direction, okay? And then you go up, okay? Go up the nail. So if this glare is too far off to the left, then you just going down like this. If it's too far off to the left, you just going down. See, up, down, like that. Up, down, up, down. So go carefully, okay? And long nails are more difficult to make the glare even than short nails, just because there's so much space up here. But do you see how I adjust each area to the top here and go around? Same thing on here. Okay. There you go. There, I put it to the left. See that? Now, on short nail, it's very easy to make the entire nail glare, but on long nail, you gotta watch your step. Gotta be careful. And you don't need like a pattern or anything. You just really need to know how the magnet work. Slight, small, tiny adjustment, just to make sure that everything is even. See on this side? See that? Here. While that one is curing, I'm gonna show you again on this finger, because you guys, it is so difficult. It is so difficult to teach cat eye on camera, just because the angle that you're looking at now, that angle is where you're gonna see the glare. If I turn the nail, you're not gonna see anything. Okay, but I need to turn the nail to show you how the magnet is. And language is also a barrier. When I move up here, or I move down here, let's call it move to the top and move to the bottom. So when I say I move up and down, it literally like this, up, down, not this way, but this way, okay? So what I mean is, when you activate it, okay, just because you move to the top, that doesn't mean that you move evenly. What if right here, you see that? That means that you are you go too much up, so you have to go down like this. See that? There. And then you move to the top, okay? You move to the top, but you have to move carefully, because if it look like this, you know that you go too much up, so you have to go down like this. Down. Okay, and keep going to the cuticle. Keep going to the cuticle. And if it like this, that means you're too down, so you have to tilt your magnet up. See that? So from bottom to the cuticle, you have to move carefully, because it's our hand. We don't move in a straight line. We go up, down, up, down. It's wavy, so that's how the magnet gonna look. That's why I want to show you again, just so we are clear on it. From the cuticle to the bottom, you have to move carefully. Okay, try to move in a straight line, and if not, then you just have to adjust your magnet. You have to go up so you can push it to the right. And that is how you study your magnet, is every single motion, either push it or pull it. And if the magnet doesn't turn out like how you want it, then you just have to go the opposite direction. And that's it. Sorry to be a little complicated on that, but trust me, if you don't know how to work with magnet, you need that. So it's necessary. And for the people that doesn't need that, or they already know how to work with magnet, then bear with me. Now, here's come the fun stuff. I'm using green unicorn chrome. And technically, when you apply chrome on top of anything, you need it to be no wipe. This cat eye is not no wipe. It's not too wet, however, but it's not a no wipe surface. However, unicorn chrome, by some magical accident, it can apply on top of cat eye perfectly. So it saves you another layers. You don't need too much layer. The less you can have, the better. Okay. Pretty so far. See, it's nothing tricky. It look like this because I use different steps. That's all. Okay, it's already pretty. And then I'm taking out stained glass gel. So this beautiful blue that you see, that is number 8. And this coral is number 5. And of course, I have number 2, little green in there too. If you don't have any of my cat eye color and you wonder what color to buy, I suggest you buy everything because stained glass gel are very popular. I use it all the time. And you also need an ombre brush. Make sure that if it's stiff like this, okay, that means you need to wash it. See, like that. So after you wash it, when you touch it, it's soft. Even the body is soft. You need everything to be soft because it's a brush. It's still a brush. Now, let's go ahead and apply. First, I am gonna go with number 8. Ooh, beautiful. If you are sloppy with ombre, I suggest you put on the top coat. But you don't want, this is raw chrome. Ombre with stained glass gel is really easy, so I don't feel the need to put on top coat. But if you like hopeless, then you should put on like some, I didn't mean to say hopeless, helpless, then you should put on a coat just to protect yourself. After this, we are going to cure this temporarily for just a few seconds. I can't believe I say hopeless. It's so dramatic. But, you know, when I travel, I have a lot of teaching experience. I know what kind of student I'm dealing with out there. It is kind of hopeless sometimes when you first see them because nobody really teach them the right thing. But trust me, I know how to teach people. I know how to break it down very well. But helpless. Helpless is what I mean. Not hopeless. There is hope for you still. See, just the right tool, okay? Remember, always grab the right tool, the right material. Don't pay attention too much on how I do it, but what I used to do. Hear this? Because you watch all my steps. It's nothing special. It's the way I brush it and everything. It's nothing special. But the material is, can you imagine me using polish to do this? It would be a disaster. I'll cry. Okay, green. Ooh. Just make it more pretty. It will be a disaster you polish. Stained glass gel is like a see-through gel. That's why the ombre is so easy because it's see-through. However, it's not like the first few editions of stained glass gel that people have are very thin, which I dislike. That's why I tweak my stained glass gel a little bit. It's very rich. But still see-through, not rich and opaque. Hear this? Now, for the people that know about my product, about the step, you would think that, oh, it's have chrome right here, so let's go ahead and apply a layer of Teflon matte and then go ahead and do the 3D flower and then chrome bit. No, that's the wrong order. You should do the flower first, okay, because it is a clear clay dough. You do that first and then you apply Teflon matte over everything. Why? Because when you do the clear clay dough with the flour with clear clay dough, it's gonna be messy. It's gonna be wet here and wet there. So you don't want to apply Teflon matte right now. Let's put this back and take out clear Play-Doh. I'm gonna take out some silicone stamp. Anytime that you don't want to use like the nail foam to put this on, then you just put it on a 3D stamp. It's the same thing. It doesn't stick or anything. It's fabulous. Gonna have 2 beads. Now I am not going to show you my bottles, and the reason why is I'm about to have a new one. Actually, let's have new beads. That were a little sad looking. Okay, I'm about to have new bottles, so that's why I don't show you, because right now it's still in production, so I still have the old label, but it's going to be a new label. I'm gonna edit and put it on the screen for the new label, but I'm very excited for the new labels. So you want 2 big beads and 4 small beads. Every year I gotta have something new. And every year I gotta improve my product. I couldn't just let my product stay the same unless there's nothing else that I can improve about it. But if I can, I would. If I can make it a little better, I would. So you already have an awesome product, and it just getting more awesome every year. Okay. Okay. So that's that. Now, normally, you apply this on a no-wipe surface. It could be a little challenging if you're new to this type of material. You don't apply too tough, don't apply too rough. Just be gentle with it so it's thick. Now, these are not a no-wipe surface. Stained glass gel have inhibition layer, so it's easier. You roll on one side so it becomes like a teardrop, and you just place it down like this. Like that. Gentle. Same thing here. Gentle is a way to go with anything that are 3D, any 3D material. You have to be very gentle. See, gentle. But these surfaces are a little sticky, so it's gonna help you a lot. But on a no-wipe surface, it might not be sticking very easily unless you lightly touch it like that and then lightly pat it like that, then you're good to go. But some people first started out, they don't know how to do that. They're very rough, like a man. But after doing nail for a while, you become a lady. You don't have any choice but to become a lady. Very gently. Just like that. See, everybody start out as a man. Of course, me too. But now we are delicate and elegant thanks to all the steps that we must do. Oh, that's how I kill time. Okay. There. Okay. Don't make fun of it. I know it doesn't look like anything right now, but it's going to be fabulous in just a second. Don't you dare judge in the process. Judge in the process, not just in the process. Okay. You should have a knife. Okay. You need a knife. And if your client a little bit jumpy when you take out the knife, that means they haven't been tipping you well, okay? Which is, therefore, they should tip you well. With this much hard work, you should be tipped very well. Okay, you need a knife just in case it starts to blend into each other, which wouldn't be easy. Because Play-Doh is not cell level. I mean, it don't have a lot of cell level in it, so you should be good. But just in case, you have a knife right here. Now, you need to press it in shape first before you want to mold it with a brush, smoothing it out with a brush, which you wouldn't really need much smoothing because this gel can be very, very smooth. Everybody loves clear Play-Dohs. Okay. Just like that. It's slightly different than other color clay dough because color we have to mix pigment and all that into it. But clear clay dough is pure. Okay, see, you press it out and you just dragging it out like that. Taper the tips. See how beautiful already? So the tip is tilted like that. Okay, tilted the tip. And then you use a body to press it down and out like this. Okay. And then drag the tip lightly. If I teach you in person, I will hold your hand and everything through this. But I'm not there. You're watching me. So you try to absorb as much as possible. Same thing here. Remember, always tilt it, the tip, so that the inside is really nice and flat. The reason why the whole thing is not down, just the tip is down, because up here you still want a little volume. See, if the tool is flat, the whole thing gonna be flat. You don't want that. It's gonna spread out so much, it's gonna ruin everything. So that angle probably one of your biggest struggle when you deal with 3D stuff. It's probably why your 3D is not turned out the way you would. It's probably because of the way your tool is. My tool is always like this. It's always the tip down first, and then I slowly going out and press the bottom out, the body out. But most people, sometimes they just have a flat tool and they go like this. Boop, 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 and then the whole thing spread and everything go crazy. So you probably want to examine your pattern if you struggle with 3D. Now, see the clay doughs knife? You just go in and you just cut whatever it is that needs to be cut. So it's nicest, unnecessary, but nicest. You can get by with, you can already cure this if you want, but we just want everything to be perfect. So we can charge more money, of course. Cure this. Now I'm going to show you another nails why that cure is your lucky day. You got 2 nails from Tino. Because these are slightly different approach. Not with just stained glass, but also with cat eyes. So I'm just going to show you really quick. Sunlight magnetic cat eye. You want to use your ombre brush to blend this. Cat eye is also amazing to make ombre because it's not solid colors. Remember why I just told you about the magnets? So now I'm going to move from the bottom, from the tip to the cuticle. Okay, from the tip to the cuticle. Everything look good so far. Look good so far. There, going up. Perfect. My hand is perfectly straight. Now, on this side, so let's imagine you're going up and you go around. And you're going down right here. Ooh. There. See, when it's perfect, you just get away from it. Ooh. There. See, it's about pulling it to your right. And then this one is about pulling that to your left. Approach it from the distance. Because if you approach it like right here, it's gonna fudge it up. It's gonna fudge it up, okay? Oh, that was close. Okay. And then cure this. And then the next gel is Blue Beetles Cat Eye. Oh, I'm so glad I stopped and I say fudge instead. If not, this whole video, I have to redo it. Oh, story of my life. Okay, Blue Beetles right here. Okay, and then a little bit ombre, just a little right at the tips. If it get dirty, you clean it. And then you go back right here at the tips, keep blending it down and become an ombre. And then you just use a magnet. Once again, you have to cure the sunlight first. That should be a no-brainer, but okay. Now this cat eye is a little bit different. Don't judge it based on the sunlight. Sunlight is more like a solid. This one is a sheer cat eye, blue beetle or sheer. What's that mean? Meaning if you make like a line of cat eye and then you clear, if you overlap it and then you make another line, you can see both lines. That's what it means by sheer cat eye. It's also very fun to have sheer cat eye. But that is basically what I did is I use 2-color cat eye. Cure this. And let's just go ahead and have another flower. I hate to teach things that are repeated. I feel like it's a waste of time. But I don't think that a lot of people are able to do 3D. So it's probably very useful to repeat it. Okay. And then I forgot to roll it to a teardrop shape. So I have to do this manually by just pulling it in like this. Just gently pulling it in. I have to remind you to be gentle. There's some people out there that are rough, you guys. You know who you are. But yeah, I watch some people manhandling this. It's not just skill, you just need a little adjustment. I call that an adjustment because really, that's a lot of people have talent. They just don't know it. They're just doing things wrong. That's why. No worry. Just like that. Wherever there's Tino, there is a 𝐤𝐸. Okay, just like that. Okay. Now, you can smooth it out with a brush if you want. But I'm not. It's pretty smooth already. With clear clay though, I rarely try to smooth it. Okay, cure this. Now, the moment have come. Teflon mat. I update my label every year. I think that this is perfect label. It's have the name Teflon mat, but it also have the this is not the name, but it's a description. It's chrome proof, easy to understand, right? And then even further description: non-stick, isolate chrome, no wipe, hammer free, TPO free, of course. Every year we improve our formula to keep getting better and better and better and smoother and more fabulous or fantabulous. Okay, application, you need help on that, trust me. One thing about this is it's also make me leery, so you should be leery about this, is when there's something like this, you can flood it easy if you do it like that, okay? So there is a way to fix that, but go ahead and just slap it on. So just slap it on like that. Tap, 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 tap. Make sure that Teflon mat are in every crevices. It's everywhere. You want it to be everywhere, okay? But you don't want it to be flooded. See, that's just awful. You want to keep the details. So you can either return the excess to the bottle. If you are leery about that, you can do that with a palette. But 1 swipe, 2 swipe, 3 swipe, swiping with a groove, and that will remove excess gel on all the crevices. You know why? Because this is a texture design. It's not a flat design. So it's a no-no for you to flood the design. You don't want to flood the design at all. Okay. There. Nice. I'm gonna do it again because I'm very paranoid. I do not want to flood it at all. But this gel is basically a top coat. Teflon mat is basically a top coat. So it's cell level like crazy. It's trying to run and spread so it can be smooth. That's why I keep going over and over, because I want to make sure that I scoop all the excess out. That the only thing left is a 9 thin layer of Teflon mat on the surface. And when it's done, you cure. And I will do the same thing to the other nails. One thing that I failed to mention is I put stained glass gel number 8, like right up here. I forgot to do it. You know that? Probably not too late. Nothing is too late. I'm just doing it just to show you the color. See that? But I guess a little too late. Don't tell your client that. Your client just say, oh, this design is fresher. That's why it's brightest. Hear this. Don't admit to your client that you forget a step. That'd be awful. See that? It looked like that. Again, don't freak out. It is how it's supposed to be. It's going to be like this soon. But one thing that you gotta know is you don't keep looking at the result while you're doing it. You just have to know the step. Okay, so why don't I just carefully apply it at first? Well, because I don't want to miss any detail. I want to make sure that Teflon mat is everywhere. And it's very hard on texture surface like this. Sometimes you can miss out like little crevices right there, and then the chrome will stick on it. So at first, you gotta make sure that it's get on everywhere. Then you can remove it. See, then you can take this, scoop it out, put it on a palette. Sometimes I just put it right into the bottle because I know my surface is clean. But if your surface is not clean, if there's dust everywhere, then you gotta put the excess in a palette so it doesn't contaminate your product. Okay? If you're not happy, if you're a perfectionist, go on it again. Okay? Hear this. Now, the next step is metal effect gel. I don't use texture effect gel this time because I'm gonna top coat everything. It don't need to be textury. Metal effect gel, very opaque. Make sure that it's gonna be thin, okay? If you're not capable of making it thin, then use art gel. But metal effect gel is for chrome design. Art gel can apply chrome too, but metal effect gel did it better. And it's very opaque, it's very fluid. I'm considering have more color metal effect just because people are obsessed with this consistency, even when they're not doing chrome. Okay. So on, just keep drawing around this. Now, I don't know what clear gel you use, but if your gel is not smooth like mine, then you gotta try to smooth it out with a brush before you cure this. Because if your design are not smooth, I would tell you the problem is when you draw on top of 3D, and if your 3D is not smooth, it will be horrific. Your line are not gonna be pretty like this. It's gonna be like, well, you know what's gonna be like. I'm trying to think of an example. Gonna be like before you put on makeup, everything is rough. Maybe it's not good enough example, but you get the gist of it. You want the line to be nice and smooth. Everything have to be perfect. Just like this. The other side. This one. Okay. This side. Don't hold your breath. Just draw with the tip of your brush. Anybody ever tell you that? Draw with the tip of your brush. Most artists do that. Most artists that know what they're doing, you will find that they're drawing right at the tips. Because that's where the detail is, where the point is. And if you need the line to be a little thicker, you can just apply a little more pressure. And that's where a little bit of the brush body before the tip is make contact with the surface. But more of the time, when the lines are super thin, you can bet on it that people only use the tips. Only draw with the tips. I hope that little information can change your life. It could. Especially if you're fresh in line work, it could change your life. Hear this? I'm gonna go ahead and draw this off screen just because I don't want to repeat it because, you know, it's waste too much time for our lesson. Boop, there it is, just like magic. Hope that worked in real life too. That'd be fantastic. Okay. Apply chrome. Bam. This is my solid chrome. Solid chrome are $9.99, but soon I will have another type of chrome. Not necessarily different colors, but more shinier and more expensive. I just found another raw material source for it. It's not gonna be pressed, it's gonna be loose, but it's gonna be fantastic. This chrome is already fantastic. I'm not gonna like discontinue this chrome because the price are reasonable and the quality are great. It's just that I find better material, but I'm gonna have several type of chrome just for, you know, some people willing to spend a little more money. Some people are fine with the price that they pay and the quality that they pay for. Okay. And with chrome, with some other product, I will keep the same price for you guys, but not for chrome. Because chrome is not about chemical, it's about finding material, raw material. So I pay a lot for this new one that I'm gonna have. It's not on the website yet, but soon it will be. The reason why I wrap over it with a clean shadow applicator, just for it to further remove any excess. Now, when you top coat chrome, let me take out my top coat. When you top coat chrome, you don't want to like stroke on it over and over and over and over. But you see how I top coat this with Teflon mat? I gotta stroke it over and over and over for it to maintain the shape, right? So you don't want to do it with chrome. So this is what you want to do. You want to take some top coat and you just run over the chrome. 1, 2. It don't have to be like completely. Don't go slow on it. You know, you can pick up the speed just a little bit. But you want to go over the chrome once and cure it. Because when you cure, the chrome will be safe. It will be protected. Then you can apply top coat all over and apply however you want it. That is one nifty little trick. It not just work on this design, it work in all chrome design. Hear this? Doing the same thing here. It work on all chrome design. If you have a chrome design that are so shiny and even a little bit embossed. A flat design are easy. You can just top coat over the whole thing. But if it embossed and you don't want to ruin the shininess of the chrome by too much application, you can take top coat and go over the chrome once. Hear this? And then you can top coat again. People double top coat all the time. So don't be leery about it. See? Top coat the chrome here. And now you can apply top coat however you like. Stick a crystal right there. This is Autumn crystal. Me and Dreamtime Creation are affiliated, so our website literally the same. It's a different name, dreamtimecreation.com and tinovo.shop, but the actual website is the same website. So you definitely can find crystal while you are shopping for art product. But see, you apply all over, and if it's too much top coat, you can wipe over it again just to narrow it down. You scoop up the excess, but this time you don't worry about your chrome. It's already been taken care of. See? That's it. That's how your life will get easier. If you pay attention to this, or if you even see this part, most people, they quit watching when they get to where they think is important. But, oh, honey, you don't want to miss this. Can you imagine having raw chrome and then just brush on it and it become glittery and you don't know what to do to help it? Oh, that's tragic. To come this far and have glittery chrome? This is a gem for a lot of people. The way I apply top coat, the way I secure my chrome, and now I'm just go crazy over it and nothing go wrong. That is a gem. That is a lot of people wish they can do this, but they don't know how. Now you know. See, you gotta watch the video all the way, honey. If you see this part, let me know. I'm curious. I'm curious how many people see this part. All right, hear this? Now, you notice that there is a little detail right there. That's just clear texture gel. When you use clear texture gel, scoop it out like this. Just because these gel are very special. The ingredient in it are very special. And sometimes it's very sensitive to light. So don't just leave it open like this. Always close it. Now, if you don't know how to work with texture of any kind, that I have been seeing comment on, people say they need to work on the way they draw with texture. So, kind of my fault for not showing you that step. It's very minor, but I feel like you need to know. See what I just did? I just soaked gel on the entire body of my brush. It's nice and thin. It will stay this way. The only thing that have volume is the tips. See that? The tip have a lot of gel. The body doesn't. So when you take a nail like this, and oh, I forgot unicorn chrome on this too. That's why there's a little green tone right here. Gotta apply unicorn chrome, green unicorn chrome. But see, the head have a lot of gel, and you just apply, and when you drag in, it's gonna be nice and thin. You know why? Because my body of my brush doesn't have a lot of gel. Just the tip of my brush is all condensed right here on the tips. So when you put it down, it's gone, okay? When you put it down, that's it. And when you drag it out, it's gonna be nice and thin. So the way you apply your texture, if you fail at it, is the way you load in the gel. You probably have gel like everywhere like this. No, you only have on the body. So when you put it down, it's gone. So when you drag it in, you see that? And when you drag it in, use the tip of your brush. Don't just drag the whole body. Remember, draw with your tips. See, a lot of gel on the tip. Push it in and then just glide in through with the tip of your brush. It's gonna be really skinny. That's it. That's a trick. And you just take that and you just practice on that. Always have bulk right at the tip and nowhere else. Because the beauty is the thickness of the tip like this. But when you go in where the tail is, it's very skinny, as you can see here. If I use the wrong word sometime, pardon me. I don't have a script. I just dive right into it. Okay, hear this. And that's it, you guys. That is a lesson today. See, it's still simple in a way. It look insane because of the layers. And that's it. Don't forget to shop at my shop, 𝐷inovo.shop. And what else? Oh, remember to share my YouTube channel with your friends so your friend can learn too. And we can grow our YouTube channel. And until next time, bye-bye.